The NBA is disrespecting Scottie Barnes. The most recent NBA rookie ladder was released, and they had the audacity to put Scottie Barnes third on that list, following a game where he secured his team a playoff position, dropping 19 points and 14 rebounds, following a season where he's been the most consistent rookie, putting up the best stats, destroying the competition in the advanced stats and advanced categories, following a time where the other rookies are either not playing or not playing that well. Makes absolutely no sense. And in this video, we're going to dive into the actual stats, advanced and counting stats, looking at the competition and seeing if Scottie Barnes will actually win Rookie of the Year this season. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to this blasphemy by the NBA, coming out and putting ahead of Scottie Barnes on their rookie ladder that they post, bi-weekly throughout the season, Evan Mobley and Cunningham. And this is coming at a very weird time, as there's really no arguments at this point, and this is not going to be a hit piece on Evan Mobley, Cunningham, two tremendous talents, true great players, and many seasons they'd win Rookie of the Year. But this year, there's no real argument when it comes down the stretch of this season, because a lot of the arguments that were used against Scottie Barnes midway through this year when he wasn't at the top of this rookie ladder, They've all been defeated as the season has played out. They all are now in favor of Scottie Barnes winning this award. He's setting history. He's setting history. If you're following us on TikTok, he's putting up remarkable stats. And let's dive into the stats. We'll look at the box score stats first to judge. And we'll start with our guy, our homer, Scottie Barnes, putting up about 16 points per game, 8 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Right? Not too many turnovers, steal per game, close to 50% shooting, over 30% from the three-point line. Those are some really, really solid numbers. Those are, for a rookie, that's absolutely elite. And when you factor in the level of defense that he's been playing for this Toronto Raptors squad, and the fact that he's, the fifth option when he's out there with our regular starting lineup, that's ridiculous that he's able to put up these counting stats in his rookie season, especially for a guy that was expected to be the biggest project, in the top 5 picks. So that's absolutely remarkable. And now we'll look at the competition, because obviously Evan Mobley, Cunningham were ahead of him. The first guy is Cunningham, who, probably at first glance would say, okay, he's probably got the most competitive stats with Scottie Barnes. 17 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists. That's all great stuff. Not that better at the three-point line, less efficient from the field, not playing nearly the level of defense as Scottie Barnes is. Not horrible by any means, but not playing the same level of defense there. And that's the counting stats for Cunningham. And let's take a look at them for Evan Mobley, who was leading the way. The NBA sort of crowned Rookie of the Year in the first week of the season, but he's first 2 months, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 50% from the field, 25% from the three-point line, a couple blocks. Evan Mobley's good, but as you saw from our last Scottie Barnes update video, or one from a few weeks ago, Evan Mobley's stats sort of regressed a little bit because he is dealing with an injury right now, and prior to going down with injury, the injury might have saved him a little bit. Once Jarrett Allen got hurt, Evan Mobley was sort of hitting a rookie wall. He had a very tough stretch of games before he went down with injury. So, that's something that has to be taken into account. You look at all those counting stats and you'll say, if context was taken out of it, win-loss record and all that sort of stuff, maybe Cade's your guy potentially. But again, it's all very, very close. So I see all that. But that's where the arguments sort of end in terms of these other competition, the competition for Scottie Barnes. And the first criteria is the one that everyone knows, and that's why I'm getting it out of the way at the start. The Raptors have we have surpassed the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've always surpassed the Detroit Pistons this entire season, except when we play them head to head. But, we've eclipsed, especially the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm attacking the Cleveland Cavaliers right now just because this is the argument that has been made throughout the season. Oh, Evan Mobley's letting his team win. He has an impact on winning. When rookies do this, they deserve Rookie of the Year. Well, you know what? They're worse than the Toronto Raptors right now by a significant margin. It's not 1 game, 2 game. We're locked in with 3 games to go in the season to be ahead of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And, one thing that should be taken into account as well, if the argument was going to be made all season, I'm throwing it right back in his face, that Evan Mobley was impacting winning. Well, obviously, the Toronto Raptors were dealing with lineup changes this entire season. Scottie Barnes, with the exception of a few games, was the only guy that was a level presence on this team. And you know what? The Raptors stayed winning when, there's ups and downs to the years, but they stayed winning when Pascal was out for stretches, when OG's been out for stretches, Fred VanVleet's been out for stretches, right? Scottie Barnes has been able to sort of fit his mold, fit alongside the Raptors co-stars, and win games while they're out, while they're losing, while, some of our star players are in and out of the lineup. Once the star players fell, or the star player and Jared Allen fell from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Evan Mobley wasn't really able to adapt, take on that load. In fact, he hit a rookie wall and they started losing games. So, impact on winning, point to Scottie Barnes. Point to Scottie Barnes, and when you compare the stats to Evan Mobley too, I'm going with Scottie Barnes on that range as well. If you're comparing the wins-losses to the Detroit Pistons, unless the voters have only watched Raptors-Piston games this season, which I hope they haven't, we destroyed the Detroit Pistons. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA. Cade, especially at the start of the season, wasn't looking too hot. He's had some big moments at times. They've had some big wins, but they're one of the worst teams. I know Rookie of the Year doesn't take wins into account that much, but Scottie Barnes clearly has a significant edge on two of those guys on that field, on that plane. But the area that really sets him apart, that separates him from Cade Cunningham and Evan Mobley, especially where the counting stats are so close, you got to dive into the advanced statistics. You got to dive into the advanced stats, and Scottie Barnes is head over heels, topping them in all of these areas, right? 16 PER, 16.4, beats out Evan Mobley, way ahead of Cade Cunningham. The VORP value of a replacement player, 2 for Scottie Barnes, 1.4 for Mobley, 0.3 for Cade. That's tough. I still got the thing pulled up there. I'll play it once again for you guys so you can see it pop up onto the screen. But box plus minus, double Evan Mobley. Cade Cunningham's in the negative. Offensive win shares, Scottie 3.5 to Evan Mobley's 1.4, minus 2.1 for Cade Cunningham, 2.8 for Scottie in defensive win shares. Mobley's got him beat in that area. That is what it is. Evan Mobley's at 3.6, and then 1.9 for Cade Cunningham. Overall win shares, though, 6.45, and then negative 0.2 for Cade. That's another W for Scottie Barnes in that area. I should have made this graphic longer. But in true shooting percentage, again, still tops Evan Mobley in that area. Way better than Cade Cunningham. And then you look at the usage rates. And that's something that you can look at to inflate your regular box score statistics. Scottie Barnes is the lowest usage rate out of all these guys. He's putting up those ridiculous numbers on a winning team on a lesser usage rate. Comparable to Evan Mobley's, but I don't know how on earth, seeing these stats, seeing these statistics, you can go in a direction other than Scottie Barnes, other than Cade Cunningham. He's been the most healthy. He's been the most consistent. He's been the most versatile. He's on the winningest team. And with the lowest usage rate, he's putting up comparable box score statistics. And he completely outshines them in all of the advanced stats. Guys, if Scottie Barnes is not Rookie of the Year, there has been a heist. There has been a robbery. There's been a theft. There's some fraud going on in the front office. I will not be having it. And I will be going on some significant rants when that Rookie of the Year award is given out, it's not given out to our guy, Scottie Barnes. But let me know what you guys think. How do you think Scottie Barnes should win Rookie of the Year? Or is the Rookie of the Year ladder just a complete cheese list that's trying to get people like me to react to it? Probably. But let me know in the comment section below. You guys are the best to make it as far. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, all that cool stuff. TikTok's been popping, so definitely check that out. Enough of me rambling. I'm signing out. Cheers.